Hey everybody, it's been a while. It's Texas Hardcore here. Just going to do a short video on some Amazon pickups that I had for the month. They all three came at different times, so I'm going to do those. Yesterday did receive the Orbit DVD video, not video, the pickups that I just did from them, and that's going to be a separate video. I didn't want to do a real long video. But yeah, Sean's been, saying, you need to do more videos. So that's what I'm doing. But first off, I just wanted to let you guys know that tomorrow night on my channel, Texas HXCX1965, Sean and I, Cinephile Sanity TV, we're doing a watch party for I Drink Your Blood. The link is posted in the chat for a Look movie, but the movie is also on Peacock. I also have some special news regarding our stream that I did last week for Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, something that I never thought I'd see the day. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow night, during the stream. And it's just fucking phenomenal news. So, it's just sometimes when you talk about something and then the fucking magic happens. So, all right, I'm going to get us started here with the first out of three, and the first one is God is a Bullet, and this has this guy Nikolai Coster-Waldau. I guess he's from Game of Thrones, but I've never watched that show, so if that makes some of you mad, I'm sorry, but he was in this movie Shot Caller, and he's a pretty good action dude in most of his films. But it also has Mika Monroe from It Follows, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get this. And also, Jamie Foxx is in this in a kind of weird role where he only has one arm, and I saw this actually on Amazon Prime before I picked this up. It's kind of a long movie, about 2.5 hours. Sean, picked this up on my recommendation, and he didn't exactly like the running time, but he did like the movie, but he felt some stuff could be cut out. But I liked the pacing. I thought the pacing was good. But it's basically about this guy who's a sheriff in this town, and his daughter gets kidnapped, and he goes on the hunt for her, and it turns out she's been kidnapped by some sort of satanic like gang. But you know how all that stuff is. It's just like okay, and anyway, though, but there's a lot of things going on that his character doesn't know about, but he gets himself tattooed to fit in, and this and that, and then there's a lot of, shenanigans that go on, but I mean, there's a lot of, twists and turns, but it's a pretty decent film, and so I recommend it. Give it an 8 out of 10. Next one is one I still haven't seen yet, called Innocent Blood. I believed either Pop's Movie Dungeon or Tony from Basement Blues had this on Gizmo stream as one of his watch picks, and I was like, oh man, this looks good, whatever this is. And so then based on that, I decided to pick it up, and it's got Anthony LaPaglia in it, Robert Loggia. Don Rickles is actually in this, directed by John Landis. So I guess it has some funny bits, but it's basically some vampires and vampires and the mafia. So looks pretty decent to me, and so like I said, that's why I picked it up. Available on the Warner Brothers Archive collection. Because I don't even I kind of remember this sort of coming out in theaters, but I never saw it. But yeah, so I'm gonna give that a go. But it was one that I it looked good enough to have in the collection, so that's why I picked it up. And so then finally, last but definitely not least, is the masterpiece by John Sayles on Criterion, Lone Star. This is a really unique kind of, I'd say it's a quasi Western because it takes place in Texas. And it has Matthew McConaughey in an early role. I think he had already done Dazed and Confused by this time, but he still wasn't quite as big. And this has Chris Cooper in it and the late great Elizabeth Pena in it. Directed by John Sayles, who did Big Chill and Brother from Another Planet. Joe Morton's also in this from Brother from Another Planet, and Chris Christopherson. This is a deal, a lot of it's told in flashbacks and things, but it's a very, very interesting movie. I actually saw this at a repertory theater when it came out. Also on the bill was a Chinese action film called Beyond Hypothermia about a Chinese assassin, which I highly recommend that one as well. But Lone Star, pretty much, I'll just read the synopsis. It says, a keen observer of America's social fabric, writer-director John Sayles uncovers the haunted past buried beneath a small Texas border town in this sprawling neo-Western mystery. And it says, when a skeleton is discovered in the desert, lawman Sam Deeds, played by Chris Cooper, son of legendary local sheriff, begins an investigation that will have profound implications both for him personally and for all of Rio County, a place still reckoning with its history of racial violence. Sayles' masterful film, novelistic in its intricacy and featuring a brilliant ensemble cast including Joe Morton, Elizabeth Pena, and Chris Christopherson, quietly subverts national myth making and lays here the fault lines of life at the border. So yeah, like I said, it's really an interesting film. I haven't seen it in quite a while, but I wanted to pick this up because it was definitely something that I have a DVD of it. Bought that when it first came out on DVD, but seeing it in the theater, of course, is always like the best bet and something that I really enjoyed this film, and I highly recommend this. And I definitely give this like a 9 out of a 10. So, yep, that's pretty much it for this round. Be on the lookout for the Orbit DVD pickup video, and as I said, join us tomorrow, me and Sean, Cinephile Sanity TV, on my channel, Texas HXCX1965, for our watch party tomorrow of I Drink Your Blood. And I do want to give a special thanks out to Papmaster and Pugwall 316 for sharing the posts, and all around great guys. Definitely subscribe to their channels, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow night. So take care, everybody. Be cool, and see ya.